Are you looking to, or are you going to be moving to Harford County, Maryland? That's the question we're going to answer today. So in this video, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break down Harford County, Maryland for you, and we're actually going to do a map tour. And I'm going to show you around the entire county so that you can get a better feel for what life is like here. So stick around. We're getting started with the video right now. What is going on, everyone? It's Adam Taylor back again with another video all about living here in Maryland. Today, we are taking a deeper dive look in Harford County, Maryland. I'm getting so many requests from people all over the world looking to make a move here to the Baltimore metro area. And they're asking me, like, you know what do you think of Harford County? And I'm like, you know what? It's a great place to live. I actually live in Harford County myself, and it's fantastic, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you some little bit of facts and figures on Harford County, and then we're going to jump into a map tour, and I'm just going to basically show you around and all the points of interest and hopefully answer a lot of questions that you have about Harford County. So let's get into it right now. All right, my friends, here we go. Look, let's talk about Harford County, Maryland. So number one, the population of Harford County is 265,000 residents, and it is growing. It's slowed a little bit because the county sort of was like, hey, our infrastructure isn't keeping up with the demand here. So all of you builders out there, slow your roll. We're gonna just work with what we've got right now. And actually some projects have even gotten completely canceled and nixed from being built here in Harford County because the growth has been so rapid. It is a great place to live. I actually live in Harford County myself and absolutely love it. There are many reasons for that I hope to share with you in this video. Number one, Harford County has 3 distinct townships in it. Bel Air, being the county seat, is the largest of those townships. When I say townships, just think of town rather. The thing that comes with living in one of these areas like Bel Air is that you have a dedicated police force in the specific town that you're in, and you're also more than likely going to be assessed an additional tax by the town that you live in. Aberdeen is the second township that I want to mention to you, and lastly, Harford County. All of them have separate property taxes that you're being charged, dedicated police force, and a local government right there. So there's like city hall meetings that you can actually attend and have some influence over. And these distinct townships also have mayors, which is kind of cool. And I love these towns. And you'll see in here, I've done Bel Air vlog. We'll put that one right here. I've done the Harford County vlog right here, and you can check that out. And then I went over and did an Aberdeen vlog, and we'll put that one right here. So I've been to all these spots and highlighted them. So after you finish this video, maybe go check one of those out after you sort of get a feel for what might be the best fit for you. Another thing to mention, schools. Let's talk about schools because that is a big reason that people move to this area. As I've mentioned numerous times, and it's public data out there, Howard County has the #1 school system in all of Maryland. However, going to Howard County is going to require you to spend quite a bit more money to live in like places like Ellicott City, Columbia, quite a few others. You're gonna have to pay quite a bit more. So Harford County provides a great alternative to that. According to niche.com, this is coming directly from their website, Harford County has the 6th best school system in all of Maryland. Now there's 24 jurisdictions here in Maryland, and we are right at the top. Now, some other things. This may be insignificant to you or not, but Harford County has the #1 school system for athletes. Again, that's according to niche.com, and number 250 across the US for athletes. So my friends, there's a little bit about Harford County and basically what you can expect here, just some nuts and bolts facts about the county. I want to get into the map, so let me do that right now. I'm going to share my screen with you and we'll get into it. Now, before I do that real quick, if this is your first time to our channel, number one, I want to welcome you. My name is Adam Taylor. I run the Living in Baltimore, Maryland channel. And on this channel, we talk about all things Maryland. We talk about living here, working here, chilling here, and most importantly, getting out and enjoying all the great things you can do in the great state of Maryland. So if you're interested in learning more, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Looks like the one right over my shoulder here. Don't forget to give a little bell a click. That way you're alerted every time we put out another video, just like this one. Now, as I mentioned all the time, my team and I, we are receiving phone calls, text messages, and emails from folks all over the world. I kid you not, it's true. You know, somebody from Japan just called me the other day, guys. These calls are coming in, and we are happy to help you out with all of your real estate needs here and find you a great place to live, but we just need one thing from you. We need you to reach out and connect with us. So please give us a call, shoot us a text message, send us an email, or better yet, schedule your own private VIP Zoom appointment using the link down in the description below. That way, you and I can hop online, get to know each other, find out what your needs are, and ultimately find you the perfect place to make your transition to Maryland a smooth one. So let's get into the video right now. I'm going to share my screen with you and we're going to dive into a map of Harford County. All right, guys, look, let's get into Harford County. So you could see right here, I've just typed in Harford County, Maryland, right on our friend Google Maps. And by the dotted line, you sort of see where the boundaries of the county are. So this is the western edge right over here. Over here is neighboring Baltimore County. Up to the north along the Mason-Dixon line, that is Pennsylvania. The eastern boundary is the Susquehanna River. Over here is Cecil County. And then the southern boundary is essentially the Chesapeake Bay or one of the rivers. So let's get into it. All right, I told you about the 3 county seats here. We've got Bel Air located right here. And Bel Air is great. Like I said, I actually live in Harford County and live in Bel Air. And I like it, but there are parts of it I don't like. The traffic, it is getting real along the main corridors. So you have Route 24, which is pretty busy. Like when you get right into this area here, let's just take a peek. Not Target, but I want to show you the intersection, guys. And that's, let me preface this too, guys. The street view feature is something you all should utilize when looking for a place. So right here, this is Route 24. And over here to our right is what's left of the Harford Mall. This is actually a Macy's right here. And as you scoot on down 24 and you go through this Route 1 intersection, this is pretty much the main intersection in Bel Air. So you have Miller's Ale House over here. You've got a bunch of shopping over this way. What is over there? Staples. You've got Mission Barbecue. It's a great barbecue spot. There's a Barnes & Noble over that way. Dick's Sporting Goods has a new location over here. Again, the Harford Mall on the western side here. Macy's, quite honestly, is really the only thing left over there. I think there's a Red Robin right here and a Green Turtle restaurant on the other side of that. And over here, this shopping center, I'm not going to tell you what's in there right now because it seems to always change. A lot of turnover in this shopping center here, but there's a Chili's restaurant as well as a Taco Bell right out front. And then you've got an Aldi grocery store right here. There's a Ross in this shopping center on this corner, as well as a McDonald's. But as you can see, look at the traffic. This is typical. This light right here, people will make this turn to go on to Route 1. And I'm telling you, you all know an intersection in your place where you live right now. People will hang out blocking 2 lanes of traffic just so they can get through the red light. Does happen. Route 1, especially on a Friday, gets all jammed up on Fridays pretty much from 12 on, so 12 to probably 8 o'clock at night because people are going out to eat and things. Now, let's get back into, I'm going to zoom out here for you and get out of this view. All right, so that's Bel Air right there. You've got the Bel Air Middle School right here. Now, there are tons of schools feeding into Bel Air. You've got multiple elementary schools. You've got Bel Air Elementary, Red Pump Elementary, Homestead Wakefield Elementary, Prospect Mill Elementary, all feed into either Southampton Middle, Bel Air Middle, Falston Middle. And guys, it can get overwhelming. And then the high schools, you've got Bel Air High School, Patterson Mill High School. Oh, Patterson Mill also has it's probably our newest it's middle school and high school combined. It's located right down here, Patterson Mill Middle and High School. Great school, fabulous facilities there. And then again, Falston. So schools, my friends, they're great. But your main lanes of travel into Bel Air, Route 24 or Route 1. Now, let's also look at pretty much the northern half of the county, essentially from Forest Hill north. It is pretty rural up here. So anything that you see shaded in a light green, that is an indication that it's pretty rural. I mean, and you're going to find farmlands up there, small little dairy farms, horse farms, lots of stuff. So if you want some acreage, as I've mentioned numerous times in other videos, you can do it. Now, as we go over towards the eastern edge here, you're going to see parts of the Susquehanna River. And you'll be thinking, oh man, this is going to be a great spot to buy a waterfront house. Well, kind of. So here at the Conowingo Dam, let's just pull that on up for you so you guys can see what that looks like. So this is the Conowingo hydroelectric plant. There is a road that runs along top of this at the Conowingo Dam. All right, but I want to close out of that because I want to show you. The company that owns the power or is producing the power there is called Exelon. And here's what Exelon did. They bought up the shoreline all the way from the Conowingo Dam all the way up to the Pennsylvania line. So although you can buy a property, a little cabin along the river here, you can't live in it permanently throughout the year. They basically, in that lease agreement, the land lease agreement, you can't live there all year round. So people have these little cabins along here, and it's kind of cool. They can go out and putter around with a kayak. I really don't see too many people on boats on the northern part of the dam here. As you go further south, it is really rocky here in the Susquehanna River. And pretty much if you go to Port Deposit all the way to the dam, it's going to be a rocky mess. I would only do that in something, like a canoe or kayak. Currents can get strong, especially when you do a release from the dam. Now, as you come from Port Deposit, well, Port Deposit is in Cecil County, but going on down into Harford, this is where you will find waterfront homes, guys, and they are stunning and beautiful. Now, one thing I don't want to skip over is Susquehanna State Park. So let's take a peek at some of the pictures here at Susquehanna State Park. This is such a cool park. I've taken my kids, my dog, and you can see, look how rocky it is through here, all right? It gets pretty rocky, and you can see some of these pictures here, but lots of cool stuff to do. There's a stepping stone museum over there that your kids will absolutely love. I'm telling you, my friends, going over. It's a great day of fun and letting somebody else provide the entertainment, all right? Now, Havre de Grace, great spot. Again, waterfront condos on here, some waterfront homes, beautiful town, great place to watch fireworks over the water. You also can, what's the other thing? Goodness, the 4th of July parade is phenomenal. But places like, the Van Diver Inn, I mean, these are staples in Havre de Grace. And as we drill on down, let's just do this. Now, they do something what's really cool. It's called First Fridays. It seems to be a popular thing, popping up everywhere. Basically, they'll come on in and shut the streets down here in Havre de Grace. This is, to be honest with you, I think this is the end of it right here where they would do it. And they shut this whole street down, and vendors come out and promote their products, their businesses, etc. You can get food, ice cream for the kids, snowballs, popcorn. It's just a lot of fun. A great way to spend a Friday evening. Got a nice park down here right along the water. This is where the marina is. I used to go to this park growing up here. This playground is phenomenal, and some great views of the Chesapeake Bay here. Now let's get back on over, because I want to get around the whole county for you here rather quickly, my friends. All right. Now, we have Aberdeen. Aberdeen is the other township that I told you about earlier. Right here, some pictures of Aberdeen. And we'll pull those on up for you. I'm not sure what that is, but these are just people submitting photos. Yes, guys, people in Aberdeen have sheds. Go figure. But look, Aberdeen's a great spot. Check out my Aberdeen vlog, because there's some beautiful waterfront property actually down here in Perryman that I highlight in that. Now, Aberdeen, we have a military base here. It's called Aberdeen Proving Ground. It is right here. It is massive, my friends. Now, if you do live in or around Aberdeen, I have to give you a warning as to what happens there. This military base is a site for the U.S. Army. So what does that mean? They blow things up. They literally test weapons here and fire tank rounds, and you will hear the ground shake and feel it too. Now, some people have laughed at me and said, oh, I've lived in Harford County all my life. I've never heard the ground shake. I'm going to call BS on that, because I've been here and it happens, guys. And it's a regular occurrence. You just get used to it. So Aberdeen Proving Ground is all of the area, not just the highlighted area here. It's all this green area. That's all their property, as well as this down into Edgewood. Now, if you want waterfront homes, you are going to be looking Havre de Grace, parts of, well, really Havre de Grace. You're not going to do anything around the Proving Ground here, but parts of Perryman, Abingdon has some stuff right in here, as well as quite a bit over here in Edgewood. Now, so we've made this sort of full circle. You've got Bel Camp in here. I call this more of a transient community, because I find a lot of the folks that get relocated here from, for the U.S. Army tend to, move on into Bel Camp. Now, there are quite a bit of homes there, and there's a community swimming pool, and I do actually highlight that in one of my Harford County videos. I can't think of it right offhand, but if I do, I'll put it down in the description below for you. But check out Bel Camp. Very convenient spot to live, because it provides you instant access to Route 95. You need to get up and down 95 here. And then as we head on out to, we'll circle back in here. So Joppatown is essentially probably the last community before you get to Baltimore County. Now, good amount of waterfront homes are located here in Joppatown, and I apologize for leaving them off. But this is great. This is the Gunpowder River right here, and this is Rumsey Island. Tons of waterfront homes there, but this isn't all about waterfront. You have Joppatown High School here. Most of the homes in Joppatown were probably built in the late 60s, early 70s. So they are a little bit older, the majority of them. You know, places along Joppa Farm Road, which is the main route, right where the Redners is, it runs all through here. Right off of there, you're going to find smaller, probably anywhere from 1,200 to maybe 1,800 square foot homes, and throughout the surrounding streets there. Now, there are some new construction communities that are popping up. There's a big one right here at Route 40 and 152. That, oh goodness, who's building that? I've got to think back on that. But I did do a video on it here. Goodness, it'll come. Oh, DR Horton is building a community right in here. And as you head north here, you're going to get into Route 152. This is the main north-south corridor on the western side of the county. So you exit 95 right here. They're doing a lot of construction right now along 95 in Joppa, and then you head on up to Falston. Now, Falston is a great spot. I've highlighted that in numerous other videos here. And you can find some beautiful homes in Falston. But I will tell you this, my friends, some of the priciest homes in the entire county are located in Falston. They are big, don't get me wrong, and Falston schools are phenomenal, all right? But you're going to pay a pretty penny when living in Falston. Now, the good part about living there is you do have Route 152 to get directly down to 95 to travel to points south or north. Challenge is this is only a 2-lane highway, guys. So let's just pull it up. So let me give you a sort of a mediocre intersection here. I don't want to give you a real big one, but this Joppa Road intersection is the one I'm looking for, which is right here, I believe. So that's Record Road, but still same difference. So right here, you can see two highway right here, all up and down, you know, you get points north and south throughout the county. Now, right over here, these are some athletic fields that the Falston Rec has. They do a lot of soccer tournaments. Matter of fact, they actually have a beach volleyball set up right on the other side of this pavilion here. All right. But again, Falston, great spot. Just be aware when purchasing over there that you are going to have single lane traffic, which can back up quite a bit because of the light at Route 1 and 152. There's a little airport, so if you're a recreational pilot, you can store your plane there, which is kind of cool. But tons of golf courses in this area. You've got Winter's Run. This is a private course, very low. I should say low fees to join that particular course, but Mountain Branch is the other one that people tend to golf at, and they just built a new driving range facility. It's really nice. Jerusalem Mill. This is the spot, guys, that a lot of people will go to take like family photos. It's a beautiful, historic, almost village is what I would like to call it. There's trails all along there, and they do like reenactments, which is really neat. They'll have like a blacksmith out in the blacksmithing shed, you know, hammering metal and just doing all kinds of cool stuff to get the kids involved in things and sort of learn what life is like. But in a nutshell, my friends, I mean, that's a tour around Harford County here. And let me just highlight a few things out here on the western side of the county real quick before we wrap this on up. Now, your dividing line with the county is sort of like this Baldwin area here, and east is Harford County. But some things you could do, Ladue Topiary Gardens, really cool spot. They do a lot of like concerts and stuff, but check it out. They have like all these bushes that they shape different shapes of animals. Here's a picture of one of the concerts, or I should say a video. But just cool stuff like that you can go on out to and relax. Jarrettsville is great. And I actually do a decent amount of business in Jarrettsville. I was actually out there not too long ago. But I'm telling you, here's one thing that Jarrettsville has. They have the best ice cream spot. Jarrettsville ice cream is phenomenal. You guys have to go check it out. It's right here at the intersection of, right here at the main intersection here, where Route 23 sort of does. And you make a left-hand turn to stay on it, where Jarrettsville Road and 23 converge here. But again, check that on out. So my friends, I just gave you a whole tour of Harford County in this brief time here. Now, if you want a deeper dive into Harford County or anywhere else in the great state of Maryland, I would love to help you out and investigate that further for you. and ultimately find a fantastic home for you to live in. In order to do that, I just need one thing from you. I need you to reach out to us. So please give us a call. Shoot us a text message, send us an email, or better yet, schedule that one-on-one Zoom appointment that I mentioned earlier using the link down in the description below. That way, we jump online, figure out what your needs are, find the perfect spot for you, and come up with a game plan to get you here to Maryland as soon as possible. Now, before you go, I want you to check out this next video right here. This is going to be your next step in learning more about life here in the great state of Maryland. Now, until the next video, my friends, remember, my team and I, we have your back from Baltimore down the bay all the way to the beaches of Ocean City, Maryland. We have you covered. Until then, take care, stay safe, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.